harmoniously. Oh no, it's over. Well, alright. Because we're hit window number 2. I was saying, I don't ever force my way in. I always weave harmoniously. I can't believe we hit window number 2. I'm trying to stop this. I'm trying to save my battery. I'm trying to watch a movie tonight. Why? Because I like it, alright? I don't know. My arms are still hurt. I'm trying to heal them up. They hurt a lot. I just don't think I can have ceremony right now without hurting them. I mean, I have to go for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours when I do that. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. I mean, when you literally have to non-stop do light language and mudras and a whole body movement for hours upon hours, I mean, like up to 12 hours or whatever it is, it's a lot of work, I mean, and it's fast. I mean, I'm not just like being a little slow, whatever. It's not very, it's going like rapid. It's a lot of, it's like giving it your all constantly for that much time. Which is great. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, I want to do it. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm burdened by this. No, I want to do this because I want to be able to do it constantly, all day, every day, in this really powerful way. And that's been my goal many times before, to be able to go for like 3 days straight, and then, for every day after that straight forever. But it keeps on slowing me down and speeding me back up because, I just get so into a flow. I'm like, "Whoa." And that's cool, it's good to do that, but it's cool to back down too and just, it's just cool to do everything, I can't wait to post these things. And maybe one day, we'll be able to do one of these ceremonies in the daytime. Because typically I don't do these really powerful ceremonies in the daytime. There's a lot of people around. There's a lot of light going on. There just doesn't feel like there's as much space. But goodness, I want you guys to see this stuff. I really do. I think that it would be beneficial somehow. I also have this fear that it's not beneficial and that there's something wrong. Like, don't take them into the ceremony, bro. The ceremony is for the ceremony, and these other things are for whatever, I mean, you can't just bring the whole world into a sacred ceremony, can you? Well, I did take some videos before. They didn't come out very well, though. It was kind of dark. And it scared the crap out of me. I was like, oh no, I messed up. I shouldn't have done this. Is what I was thinking. And now I'm like, it's probably okay. I mean, it's just hard because I'm in a video. I'm with a video. And I'm in ceremony. I'm with ceremony. And so when I put the video and the ceremony together, it's like I was already on this other flow. I kind of need to be fully with this flow, but I'm kind of split between this flow and this video I'm making. And so it got me all worried, like, did I leave the ceremony so I can make this video? And what was my intention for the video? Was it to bring me fame and fortune, or what was it to help? Like, what was it? I wanted to bring people into understanding or seeing what was going on so they understood, what it was, of value that I could give to them. And, that way I would be able to give to them more. They would come asking more questions. They would understand a little more deeply what was going on here and what was possible for me to bring to them. And because that kills me, I'm like, oh man, hey, I could help you out so much, but you don't believe that I can, and so there's nothing I can do for you. And I'm like, oh geez, how do I help this person understand the benefit, what I'm able to do for them? Well, I mean, perhaps if they saw the craziness, they'd be like, this guy knows something. And whatever it is, it's obvious that he knows something to the point of embodiment of something to where it's like, okay, I can listen to what he's saying because it's apparent that he didn't learn these things through any teacher aside from consciousness itself. And so he must have experienced this many times to be able to come to this point. And so he must be able to help me in some way with whatever point it is that I'm on, because it's obvious to me that he's already been to this point and he's transcended through this point in some way, and he's able to help, or at least he has some idea from his own path, how to help me in some manner from this point. Of course, that the help that I have to provide you is very slim, very, if you have similar experience, then we can expound on a lot of different things, I suppose. Most of what I'm doing, though, is showing you that I have knowledge of many things, and pretty much how to find it yourself inside of yourself. And so you have to be able to do this for yourself and set intention for yourself and go into this in this kind of a manner with yourself. And if you do this through medicine ceremony, you will find phenomenal gateways. But intention, you have to really search why you're doing these things. Why? For you, to exemplify your ego, you may get this. This may happen for you. You may have a giant ego after this. And that would be scary. This is not something I wish to lead somebody to. It took me a while, after I started helping people originally, seeing the different things going on with them, I got afraid. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. These guys are not understanding. But I was giving them keys, big keys, shortcuts, you know what I mean, without first bringing them to the heart space and the understanding of the heart space. So now I bring you to intention. I bring you to what will align you with a centered and balanced manner of understanding these informations. Because I was not, I say that I was not centered and balanced, but as it turns out, I was. So, it's an interesting thing. So I'm like, do I help? Do I give these videos? Do I give these teachings? Or do I simply focus completely on myself? Or do I do both? What do I do? And well, my arms are hurting and really badly, and I love to talk apparently a lot. I really do. I just really love it. Ever since I was a kid, I used to get in trouble for it all the time. My whole life I got in trouble for it. And here I am talking, and it's good because it turns out I didn't need anybody to talk to. Interesting. All by myself. People call this crazy. They say this happens when somebody hangs out with themselves for too long. They start to talk to themselves. I have good information though, so if you like any information, you can message me or whatever you want. I have no problem talking to anybody. Who knows if I'll answer you back? I don't know. It just depends on you and your consciousness and where you're at. You may not need me to actually message you. You may think that you do, and then I don't. But maybe you needed to feel upset and all the other things that I bring up so you can see those parts of yourself. So you got to watch out for that. There's a perfection to everything, and it's not anybody else hurting you. They're all helping you. Every person is the Buddha. Literally. They're all perfection helping you. They are all a reflection of you helping you. In many ways. And as soon as you change it, they change the way they reflect. It's true. It is definitely true. I've seen it through many levels and many forms throughout this path. It's a ridiculous thing. It's like, so many times I've been taking things personally, like, and then finally it's like, oh yeah, that's right, oh shoot. And then I come to this understanding in myself, and what do you know? It's completely different than what I thought it was, but I actually had to prove it was different in some way to myself, so I had to, start to treat it as if it was different, and then it was. If I kept holding on to that past story, then it kept showing me that past story. When I could finally let go of that past story, you know what? I'm going to transcend this past story with bravery. And I don't even care if this person's looking at me crazy. I'm going to look at them with love and compassion. And then, what do you know? The story is completely different. But when I was like sitting there in this weird standstill of, wait a minute, does that person not like me or not? It doesn't matter if that person likes me or not. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? I love you. And then they're like, oh, hey, yeah, I love you too. You just rewrote the story. What do you know? You rewrote it yourself. You did it. You're a creator of your reality. You're amazing. You did that just so easily, so simply. Strong love. I don't know. It's easy. And it's hard. Because our egos, our emotional bodies, they're so immature. They're so afraid. They're so little children. So we got to teach our children, and be like, okay, it's okay, little buddy. It's all right. I got you. I got you. We got this. We got this. Come on, we're gonna move through. Talk to yourself. It's okay. Tell yourself, it's okay, buddy. We're gonna do this. It's all right. Okay, yeah, I know that was painful. That was a little funny. All right, yeah, you were a little scared. You didn't say all the things you wanted to say, but that's okay. Oh, okay, you're getting real scared now. Okay. All right, that's fine. No problem. It's okay, buddy. It's whatever you want to feel. It's okay if you're scared. I can understand. It's alright, but don't you worry, It's still perfect. It's exactly what you needed to go through, even this feeling of fear, I'm not going to reject it. I'm not going to not accepted. This is all good. But this is what was necessary so we can learn. And what are we going to do next time? What are we going to do? We're going to say, to the best of our ability, everything we need to say. And this is helping us see that, If you feel like you got to go and explain this stuff to somebody and embarrass yourself and make yourself look like a fool, that's completely fine with me, too. Whatever it is, it's going to make you feel good about this. And then you're going to judge yourself for that, too. But that's all right. We're going to move through that. And we're just going to continuously move through our own self-judgment until a day when we are able to not judge ourselves anymore. And if we could do our best to not judge any other people, it'll be easier to start seeing how we're really just judging ourselves in all these moments. And then it'll be easier to move through our self-judgment that is constantly projected on the world around us as their judgment for us or whatever it is, that we're seeing. Oh, these people are all looking down on me. Oh, or are you looking down on you and looking at them, and based on the slightest reflection from them, you think, oh, they're looking down on me. But really, what are they doing in their reality? Are they sitting there like, this motherfucker, let me tell you something about it? Or is there something that has to do with more personally what's going on with them in their life? It's obvious that they don't know you in any way, so what could they be judging? They'd be judging themselves, that's it. Easy. It's hard, though, as well, it's difficult to see this because we're so emotional. It becomes so real. We want to protect ourselves, defend ourselves. It relates to our stories and past situations, and that's beautiful. It's beautiful. But there's all kinds of ways that we can come through this, into this, and understand this. And a lot of people are teaching people and not really knowing what it is that they're talking about, and I think that's a really interesting thing as well. But that's okay. They want money, they want to profit from this, they want something to take care of them. And so they start really early on helping other people without understanding how to help themselves. And that's alright, that's beautiful. Because at least they're sharing the process and they are growing. I see a lot of them very egoless in this certain way. And I see a lot of them very egoic and, hurt people, hurting people. Like, here, let me teach you how to be harmed like me. Let me teach you how to have my fears. Let me project upon you my judgment. It's like, wow, this is crazy. I can't believe you're doing this. I'm like, oh my goodness. And what do I have to do about this? I'm like, well, I could express about it. I could review it. I'm not sure what to do with it. It's trying to teach me what to do with it. And so, I don't know. Oh, sounds crazy over there. I always wonder, I'm way up here, nobody comes. So I wonder. Somebody coming? And it's late. Like, what are they still doing here? It's about to be dark. They must have had a good hike today. Are they coming in or are they going out? Anyways. To express everything on the mind. And not leave anything up there sitting, waiting, wondering if it can be expressed, if it can be honored. Why not? Let it be honored. It's part of the moment. Say it all. Then what would there be to be said? Your mind won't have anything to say. Be quiet. Is anything going on up there? No, it's all coming from here. Down here or something. I don't know. Where's it coming from? Goodness, you're so beautiful, Ryan. Oh, that was sweet. Fuck you. I think I do just like to look at myself. I don't know. I think I'm beautiful. I didn't think I was beautiful before. I hated looking at myself. My picture was scary to me. It was like an animal. I never wanted to look at me. I was afraid of the mirror for most of my life. And it turns out that it was because I was afraid of myself. Can you believe it? The whole time I was a scary demon man to myself. I thought I was the worst being ever. Like I was going to turn into Satan himself and come out of the mirror and kill me or something. It was insanity, but now I'm just like, oh man, I love you, bro. You rock, man. I'm staring at the face of the Buddha. What? And he realizes it. Oh. And he's realizing it more and more every day. Woo. Doing our best for the benefit of all beings everywhere without one exception. for the benefit of all beings everywhere, without one exception. I love you all so much. And I could talk to you forever, obviously. My phone's gonna die at some time, and I really don't want it to. And I'm just in love with all of you. All of myself. All of everything. All of the one. All that is. We got this. You can find this. This is deep within you. This amazing truth. There's so much to share with you. There's so much to do. I love you. Thank you for everything. Aloha. Mahalo. Matakyasin. Mitakuye Oyasin. How it's spelled. I like to say that. Mitakuye Oyasin. I don't know if anybody ever says it that way. It's probably like the white way to say it, but whatever. I love you. Thank you. Mahalo. Nuiloa. Wow! 50%. What? My battery's gonna die. Then I won't be able to watch any movies or hear any music. I love you. Thank you. Aloha.